St. Augustine police are getting ready to deploy something that it has never used before, sparked because of the case in New Orleans. You remember that, when someone drove a pickup truck into a crowd, killing people and hurting others too. Jessica Clark reports on the new barricades St. Augustine will use and when that's going to start.
St. Augustine, as you know, is a great city that hosts a lot of events and tourists and festivals and such.
St. Augustine Assistant Police Chief Anthony Cuthbert has worked many events where the crowds are thick.
The pedestrian traffic is so dense.
4th of July is the single busiest day in St. Augustine, with crowds packing downtown. This year, these heavy metal barricades will be placed throughout downtown St. Augustine because city leaders don't want what happened New Year's in New Orleans to happen in America's oldest city.
We have seen people use vehicles as weapons, and we have to protect our pedestrian mall, which is St. George Street, from people driving down the side streets and then, just like on Bourbon Street, driving down St. George Street and using a vehicle as a weapon to hurt people.
And on portions of St. George Street, there are these wooden pillars along with these concrete stanchions to keep cars out, but
they won't stop a vehicle if somebody really has the intent to drive into them and push them over. If somebody has the malicious intent of going down St. George Street to do harm, they could probably do it, but these Meridian barricades will keep them from doing that.
He says these barricades can truly stop vehicles. Other cities have started to use them as well. These are in Jacksonville around the Veterans Memorial Arena. Cuthbert says St. Augustine plans to rent them first for July 4th, see how they work, and then use them again for Nights of Lights crowds during the holidays. Barricades to block people with vehicles from hurting and killing people with them.
It's the way the world is going, but you just got to be safe. You got to keep safety in mind.
Jessica Clark, First Coast News on your side.